What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Pro Wrestling Society podcast. And today I'm going to be talking to you about The Undertaker's views on today's wrestling. Um, so, recently he had an interview where he pretty much discussed the problem with today's wrestling. And I'm going to read it to you and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. He said, some wrestlers choose to depend on flips instead of learning how to tell stories with their in ring work. Sometimes you have to set the angle within the match, but you got to give a reason for one guy to be loved and one guy to be hated. At the end of the day, whatever you're doing in the ring, you want it to look real, genuine, and authentic. And I think that's a huge problem. Everyone acts the same way. Everybody overplays to the audience, and it's like, okay, what do you do next? Everybody's calling. They want to backflip off this and into that. Once you do that a couple of times, it's like, okay, what do you got now? Well, now I got to do two flips into that, then two and a half. When they get used to that, what do? Instead of learning the finer nonsense of what we do, nuances, sorry, and that's tell stories. Granted, physical, painful stories, but stories nonetheless. You never know what's going to happen. Like when we lost power in the middle of a pay per view once, we lost our satellite. So sometimes you got to bust a script, ad lib, and figure out what the hell you're going to do. That kind of stuff happens now, and something like that happens later on. It's not going to rattle you. You're like, okay, this happened in Mexico years ago. I know what to do. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much what he said. And now, what do I think about this? I completely agree with him. Um, and as I've been saying on my podcast for a while, sorry, wrestlers are doing the same thing over and over again. That's why I can't watch today's wrestling because everybody tries to fit into one category. Nobody tries to stand out. Nobody tries to uh, tell stories anymore, have memorable, real life, larger than life characters anymore. Um, and now it's just the bunch of flip flop sequences and senseless moves that don't really tell any story, don't have any emotion, don't have any character development, none of that stuff. Um, it's just become it's become more like a circus, like I said, a plain boring circus. It's more like it just looks so choreographed and fake, and that's pretty much it. I mean, um, guys back then in the past, they used to put all their heart into it. They had the best promos. It was off the top. Um, they had their own unique finishers. They bragged about it, and they did everything they could to pretty much be the best. And now it's just gone down so downhill where everybody's trying to be. Nobody knows. It feels like nobody knows who they are anymore, and everybody's trying to do their own, trying to do whatever they're supposed, well, they think they're supposed to do, but but uh, but it just ends up looking so cliche. So I agree with him on that 100%. Um, so that pretty much sums up my thoughts. So I'd like to know what you guys think in the comments below. Share your thoughts. Do you agree or disagree? And with that, I'll see you later. Subscribe, like this video, comment, share this, um, you name it.